Yo, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, the beautiful game of life, part of the Believe Network. I am Ramsey Abushala, editor of UrbanPitch.com. To my left, we got the crew with us. The executive director of Vibes, Bridget Flores, Julio Monterrosa. What is going on?
They not like us.
We're feeling ourselves a little bit. Today.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I think
the gear.
I think it has to do with what we have on.
It has to do with what we have on because we low key have that on. We have it on right now.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I low key put it on.
Yeah, we do.
I low key put it on.
Yeah, we do because this is we're not matching on purpose. This is or on accident.
This is just a lifestyle.
This was planned. This was a planned thing. Our friends at Forward Madison FC in USL sent us some gear. They sent us some kits last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were nice.
The reversible jerseys.
Reversible jerseys, the 3D.
Big drip.
But this year they sent us their recent capsule collection that they did on mental health awareness. Mm-hmm. We got the matching crew over here with the crew necks. I'm in the hoodie. They have a full jersey as well, dedicated to just continuing the awareness around mental health in sports. The collection, the proceeds go to...
It's a fire collection.
Yeah, first of all, number one,
fire
it looks
collection.
good. Because
it looks good.
Because
if
Ford Madison is going to do it, they're going to look good. Like Ford
Something
Madison,
about them, they make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, since they started, we've been covering them for, like at least since 2018, maybe even before that. But since they started, they've really put that emphasis on design and kits and doing stuff that looks good.
They're gonna be fashion forward.
Fashion forward for sure.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have a message.
And
it's relatable.
Exactly.
It's genuine.
Exactly. So this stuff, I mean, the proceeds of this collection benefits the National Alliance of Mental Illness. They're really, I got the semicolon on here,
to keep moving forward,
so they just continuously good stuff coming from Forward Madison, the stuff that not only looks good but benefits a good cause. And that's why they, third division of US soccer, not necessarily the most like glamorous position to be, but they have really thrived in that spot because they put an emphasis not only on looking good but connecting with the community and benefiting really great causes like this. So shouts to them because we've been supporting them for a while. They've been supporting us for a while. So just we love stuff like
that. What up, brother?
What's up, brother? It's just super relatable, and I feel like it doesn't get any better than that for a fan, for like a spectator, for someone who just loves the game and just loves to watch teams do their thing. And I think something that I love about Forward Madison is just the fact that they really get tapped into what's really meaningful to the world, so the world, the community, and just the people that support them. And from their social media, because their social media is pretty sick.
Social media is great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty up there. Like, they have really good captions. They have really good content.
They don't follow me though. They follow you guys. They don't follow me.
That's crazy.
A little bit upset.
You're being tested.
Whatever.
Someone over there needs to figure it out.
Hey, admin.
Hey, add him.
Holla at me, bro.
Admin, please add him.
But a couple of years ago, I don't know if you guys saw this, but they had a cow as their mascot because in Madison, they're dairy capital of the U.S.
Vitamin D pause.
Hey, they named their cow Rose Cowbell instead of Rose Lavelle. Stuff like that. That's and Madison is not necessarily the first city that you think of when you think of the United States,
right?
But because they're in a unique market that not necessarily it's not inundated with a lot of other teams, so they get to stand out a little bit, and they have really done a great job of making sure that they stand out in amongst the crowd because when all's said and done, I feel like they're
showing up.
Yeah, exactly. They're here. They understand what it is, what soccer culture is, and all the things that make what soccer is beautiful to us, why we love the game. They understand that, and you can tell by all the stuff that they do with their jerseys, with their promotions, with their capsule collections, all that stuff. So, shouts to them because, it's just a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Bet Online. BetOnline is your #1 source for the NBA and NHL playoffs this season. Every stat, every matchup, and even live odds while the games are being played. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker or unwind with one of our over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. Don't forget to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, the game starts here.
I don't know if you guys saw the pre-match top that they had.
Yeah.
I thought that was so sick. Like the fact that it had like a lot of positive affirmations on it, and then it has on the back it says like hug your bros. Like, man, like I think
make it a point to hug Ramsey every day.
Yeah. I mean, if we live closer together, like we would. We would.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
No, I.
That's wild that you asked for the crew neck and not the pre-match jersey though.
And I mean, I should have, huh? I should have. Dang.
That's crazy.
I didn't know I could do that.
I gave you the option.
I got
Nah,
nervous.
no.
I got. Hey, listen, I got nervous. I was like, oh my God, they want to send us something. I was like, no, me? Really?
Ramsey asked us on the message, like, hey, you guys want anything? Forward Madison, we love you guys. And I said one of everything. He's like, no, don't be that person.
Come on, we can't be greedy.
I'm like, I need a box.
Hey, listen, I can still. I'll probably pull up and like buy the
me too.
top. You know, that is really. I mean, it's really
the pre-match
sick.
top,
The hats.
the hats, the entire collection. I mean,
collection.
everything that they're not going to come up with something that's just whack. You know, so
I think
your outfit whack. The way you walk whack.
that's not
Forward Madison, they tightest.
They're tightest.
That is what they're trying to stay away from.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think even more than just the style and the look and the swag, just the meaning behind it. You know what I mean? Especially being in May, in the month of May, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. They are a pro sports team. Like, you know, no matter what, they're a pro sports team. They're a team of men. And I think that it's really hard to have a conversation about mental health, and especially mental health with men. So I think that them trying to break that stigma, them trying to break that barrier and normalize it, I think is really, really important. I think that no matter what, like that messaging, that like what they're aiming for is going to go a long way for a lot of people, whether it's their pro players, whether it's their, like front office or staff, like it just makes a big difference.
Yeah, and definitely we all go through it on life, sometimes lives. We all have our ups and downs, so great message, keep moving forward. Like it's a great message.
And especially in sports, right?
Especially
because
in
sports. Like we tend to think of athletes as like superhumans, and they're put on this, you know, they're on in the spotlight,
on the pedestal.
Like, we're conditioned to thinking that, you know, I can comment on so and so's post,
words
be
won't
like,
hurt.
bro, you're a bum, you know? And
people would
like,
just be going in.
And people I'm not saying I do that, because I don't do that, but people think that they can because of you know, they have X amount of followers, they have X amount of eyes on them, that it shouldn't affect them as much. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like they should be used to this stuff. And I mean, like they're humans too. And I feel like the humanization of athletes has kind of taken off in the last few years, and people have understood that, and people are starting to kind of treat athletes a little bit better. But it's like, you know, somebody goes down with an injury and all of a sudden they're soft. You know? So like things like that, like it plays into the athlete's mind, like in ways that we could never, like as regular humans, like could not even fathom of, you know? So
it's like an athlete like looking at your life and you getting drunk, and like you don't go to work the next day because you're hungover. Imagine an athlete replying to your message like, "You soft, boy. Get to work, boy. Do your 9 to 5, boy. Like, come on now, like you can't. Oh, you got stomach ache, boy. You soft, man. You soft.
Right.
You don't like your manager. You soft." I went off.
that was wild.
I am pro athlete, baby.
Who hurt you?
Hey, nobody. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I keep moving forward.
I don't know. That came from a place. Yeah.
That came from somewhere.
That came from somewhere.
But you know what? You
HR.
gotta keep moving forward.
Working in HR will
That's
do
for all
that.
y'all. You're soft.
But once again, shout out to Forward Madison for sending us this because we're fans of what they do. We're
Yeah.
fans of everything that they put forth in terms of American soccer culture. They're one of the teams that have been doing this for a while. So shouts to them. Shouts to Kuba and the crew. But we do have
We gotta catch a game out there soon.
Yes, for sure. We got to get out to
I feel like we
Madison.
have
That's
to.
another checklist.
On
We-
the-
yeah.
Send us restaurants because that's how
Urban
we base our
pitch
trips on.
list.
Cheese curds. I've been to Wisconsin before, in Green Bay. The cheese curds are fire, so we gotta figure that
Cheeseheads
out.
out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, cheeseheads. Yeah. Dairy capital of the world. They were just put on. I don't know if you guys watched Conan O'Brien's show on HBO Max, but he was in Ireland and the girl was wearing a Wisconsin sweatshirt, and it was her dream to go to Wisconsin.
What?
So I mean,
And
shout
she
out
was
to-
from Ireland?
Shout out to
And
her.
she's from
That's
Ireland. Yeah.
crazy.
I want to
Yeah,
marry her.
yeah.
She's a simple woman. That's what I need in my life.
Hey, I mean, she's probably complex. She's
She has her-
she's multidimensional. Like, come on,
Right.
like you can't. Like,
I
she's
like
not
all
just simple
dimensions.
because she wants to go to Madison. But anyways, we have a lot to talk about today. So last week we talked about the summer of footy, and the summer of just all the things that are coming to the United States, to Europe. It's going to be a wild summer, and with that comes football kits.
Yeah.
And we love talking about soccer jerseys. We've done this in the past with the World Cup back in 2022. We've been different guests. We talk about the jersey and jersey culture, and this summer we've seen a lot of jerseys released, whether it be for the Copa America or for Euro 2024. The Olympics have their own set of jerseys because of the the crest. Like they don't allow the multiple logos on the jerseys, so Olympic jerseys always look a little bit different compared to the tournament jerseys. But I was curious because Nike and Adidas and all the big brands and Puma have released their jerseys for the summer for the most part. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts because I value your guys' opinions, and I think a lot of people do. But what are some of you guys' favorite jerseys for the upcoming summer?
Go ahead.
No. So the Costa Rica jersey. First of all,
Okay.
The home and away. I think they did a great job. The white with the blue, the red with the details on the shirt. Like the new crest of CR on it.
So I don't know if it was last year or the year before, 2022, 2023. They did they revamped their crest and they made a new one. I'm not sure how I feel about it though.
I like
you
it.
like it.
I like it.
They simplified it a little bit because before now it's a CR. Before it had a little bit more of an intricate design, but now I feel like a lot of soccer teams and national teams, like clubs and national teams, they've simplified their crest a little bit so that it can be more presentable on a hat, on a T-shirt,
Yeah.
stuff that goes
can see
beyond
that.
the kit.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think that's what Costa Rica did.
No, yeah, and I enjoy, especially a Central American team putting on for a Central American. So I think Adidas did not fail with those jerseys. I know we talked about Bolivia.
Yeah.
Bolivia. Yeah,
The
Bolivia, yeah. The Marathon.
The
Yeah.
marathon.
The Marathon.
Marathon jersey.
I like it.
I like it. They're home and their way as well.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Any ones that you like, Bridget?
Well, I think the Bolivia one was definitely one of my favorites. I think that the Marathon just kind of gives it a little bit more emphasis on the Southern American, culture, and it just resonates a little bit more with that. So I
it's a
thought that
smaller
was super
brand,
sick.
too.
Yeah,
And it's a
yeah,
smaller
yeah.
brand, and you don't really see a lot of Marathon jerseys. So for me, I think that's what stands out. It's that's a one specific brand that is putting things out there, and not as many things, but with the things that they're putting out are pretty sick.
Yeah,
They're pretty
quality over quantity. And I
Definitely.
think,
Exactly.
they also do the Ecuador kits as well. I don't know if
Ecuador.
they've
The Ecuador,
released-
the white with the blue,
Yeah.
fire.
I don't know. Are those the upcoming ones or for last year? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but that's
yeah.
that's probably one of my favorite jerseys right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Panama with the Reebok. The
Reebok, shout out to
Panama
Reebok.
Oh
kit.
yeah,
So-
Reebok too. That's
Shout out
another
to
one.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Doing your thing. Bring the S Carters back,
Wait,
please.
okay, so
No,
so
before we
listen,
do that was
Shaq is only on the basketball side
side?
of things.
Oh,
So
so he was
Reebok is They were bought out by Adidas a
Son
while
Reebok
ago.
or
No,
Son
but
Nike?
I thought Shaq bought it out like from like.
No, so Shaq was brought on as
You
the
lying,
direct-
Shaq?
He's the director of basketball.
All right.
For
Oh,
Reebok.
never mind then.
Not the director of Reebok.
So nice.
It's a Son Reebok goes so nice. Back to
Reebok so
the
nice.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Reebok has returned to the world of soccer through Panama.
And amazing.
And so a lot of people might not remember that Reebok was like
They had Chile back in the 90s.
They also were with Liverpool. They had a really fire Liverpool kit. Young Steven Gerrard was in that. And I feel like Reebok as a whole, like, you know, has gone through ups and downs. They were bought up by Adidas a few years ago, and now they're starting to make a comeback. You know,
I think they sold
you
it
mentioned
to Shaq.
bringing Shaq in as director of basketball. They signed Angel Reese on the women's basketball.
LaMelo Ball. The kids
No,
love.
LaMelo
Oh,
Ball's
it's Puma.
with
Sorry.
Yeah. But Reebok
Angel
is starting to
Reese,
because
yeah.
like you I mean they came out with the classics, like the retro of the classics, and that was kind of a thing.
Those are my
But you
favorite
kind
shoes.
of like they fell off a little bit, and like you like, what happened to Reebok? Kanye West maybe had something to do with that when he said, Reebok, baby, you got to try new things.
Have you tried shoes with no shoes?
Yeah, there we go. So I'm glad to see them back in the world of football and in the world of kits, because the Panama jerseys are really nice. They're
Really good.
really nice. They have a touch of
Very sleek.
yeah,
know?
and
I love me a crew neck. You know about that? Like,
yeah, and it's
You
like
do.
the
Yeah.
thick neck too. I think like a lot of teams, like they'll have a really
Reebok
great
send us
design.
a jersey.
Yeah, right.
Let's see how it fits.
But a lot of teams will have a really great design, but the neckline will kind of throw things off, where it's either like a really thin like neck
Yeah.
or a V-neck that just doesn't fit right.
Just don't like it.
The Panama kits, I think, hit really well because of those like minor details that really separate a really good jersey from an okay or maybe mediocre
And
jersey.
another Central American country, Panama. So like,
Yeah, right.
just it's showing that little teams are making an impact in the world of footy. So we always love to see that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the smaller teams that might not necessarily get the design like resources that some of the bigger teams like France, England, Brazil, Germany, Argentina, like, you know, these really big teams that we are used to seeing. Like, I feel like the smaller teams that might need the extra push or they might need the extra spotlight, I feel like they've done a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, normally they're just kind of thrown, here's your basic kit. Like, you know, you guys are a smaller team. We're not going to get the sales that we're going to get with, you know, some of these bigger nations. But I think the smaller teams have kind of showed out a little bit. So shouts to them.
Especially now, like the soccer jersey, it's fashion.
Yeah.
For sure.
Seeing you seen all these people wearing the jerseys. Rihanna wearing the Real Madrid jersey. Like all these different people wearing the jerseys. So like the soccer jersey is coming into fashion. So teams really paying attention to that and knowing that this can move the culture forward, especially if the right athlete wears it. With a great
All
Panama.
it takes is one person to be in the jersey.
But the jersey has to be fire as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the Panama, Bolivia, Costa Rica, like those are jerseys that are fire as hell.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, we talk about the smaller countries. Let's talk about the big guys. U.S., Mexico, Argentina, Uruguay. Let's talk about I want to get into U.S., but we're going. Let's stick with Copa America for now,
right.
because we can get into the Euros maybe in a bit. But Copa America, right? Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, U.S., Colombia. You know.
Ecuador's on it too.
Ecuador has a squad, but what do you guys think about the bigger nations in Copa America? Brazil, Argentina. Let's start there.
I don't think I like the Brazil one. Brazil's the one they have like the little design
green
on the
Ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brazil, they have a more traditional yellow kit.
But no,
It's
I
like
think-
a
I think they're-
hardcore solid yellow.
If I'm not mistaken,
the
sleeves,
away
the sleeves has like a little
Yeah.
stitch in it. Not a fan. Argentina, they keep it consistent with their
the blue and yellow.
yeah,
I mean
with
white.
the blue and white. Yeah,
Blue and
baby
white.
blue and white. There was a jersey I hated. Dang.
U.S.
The tie-dye.
Tie-dye.
The U.S. home and away. The U.S. home is a blank white kit with. They kind of try to do a little bit with the sleeve cuffs and the neck cuff. And then the away, they were maybe playing on the bomb pop kits of the past, where they kind of do the tie dye, like the gradient with it's a blue base that goes into a red and a white. I don't know if like the women, I don't know if the men have played in it. The women have played in it, and I was not a fan when it came out, and I was like, you know what, maybe let's wait till we see it on the pitch. On the pitch, it just looked like meh.
Brazil, like the blue one's pretty good.
Okay, I'm glad you've just decided to interject here.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
He remembered.
I saw him checking on his phone. Yeah.
No, because like there's one jersey that I actually like. Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, Canada. Yeah, they have the round swoosh. Right on top of the crest. Like Canada's doing their thing. And then Brazil, the blue jersey.
I really like Colombia's the home kit, the like fiery like yellow. I feel like it gives that like the Colombia vibe, the style, like it's like loud, you know.
Yeah.
That's the home one.
Between Adidas and Nike, who do you think have had the better designs?
Dang.
I think Nike.
Yeah.
You think Nike?
Nike.
In what sense? Like
the Euro teams, like the Portugal, like the white with the the England jerseys with the purple. I think purple shorts.
Purple.
Yeah, so I think Nike's doing their thing right now. Adidas has kept it safe.
I'm gonna disagree with you there.
Yeah.
I think Adidas has done a better job of playing on these unique designs. Like I think the Belgium away jersey that plays on Tintin, the French comic. I think the full uniform looks. It's questionable, but the in terms of the top, the baby blue top with the gold accents is unmistakable. Nike, I thought, did a really good job with the France jerseys with the giant rooster.
The Portugal
logo. Portugal away kit, the Azulejo design looked really good. But in terms of a whole, I think I like the Adidas designs.
I feel like Adidas.
Who has Korea?
Korea's Nike. But
I
mean, we're talking about Euro.
No, but I'm saying like it's like jerseys overall.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think I like way more Nike jerseys than I love Adidas jerseys. To be completely honest.
Okay. I'm a Nike guy. Like if you told me to pick a brand between Nike and Adidas, I pick Nike. But in terms of football kit designs, Adidas I think has been doing a little bit better.
I think they're trying to be different. I think Adidas is trying to be more intentional about the creative perspective that they're taking, and not just like, oh, like what's gonna be flashy, what are people gonna want, but more of like, what do people connect with, like what relates to like the culture of the team, or like what relates to like where they're from. So I think that like I really appreciate that, and that something like that takes time, something like that takes trial and error, and I like that because that's what they're going for, at least for me in my perspective.
My dad used to say making things like simple but good was always hard. So and like I feel like Nike and Adidas have done a great job with that. So if you look at the Costa Rica's home kit, it's a lot of jerseys you can buy and actually put it on, the outfit, and it's not gonna look like weird. Like sometimes you wear jerseys and it looks weird with the outfit because you like it's a soccer jersey. No, most of these jerseys you can wear them out and still look good. And
I think more than anything, like beyond just the design or whatever, like I think that what I appreciate is that we're gonna see more soccer kits out in the world, and we're gonna see them even more in the summer. Like we have Copa America coming in the summer. Like everyone's gonna be outside.
We outside,
bro. Like in a month.
In a month, like everyone's
June
gonna
20th.
be outside.
Be ready,
watching these games, turning up, and like there's no way we're not gonna have at least like 1 or 2 or 3 encounters with someone wearing a soccer kit. Right. You know what I mean? And then that's just only like the pre-game of what we're gonna see when the World Cup comes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dress rehearsal.
This is literally a dress rehearsal.
You think traffic is bad?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, get the metro system going.
Yeah. Get your metro card now. Get your tap card now.
Get your tap card. Yeah. Tap in. Because it's about to be crazy.
One team we haven't talked about is Mexico.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Mexico's had fire jerseys for the last 3 years.
Right. So the World Cup, I thought Mexico had the best jerseys at the 2022 World Cup.
Fire.
The light green with white one they have.
What about now? So now they kind of have played into
the,
that kind of theme of the same kind of design, like traits, right? So what did you guys think? Do you think this is better than the 2022 kits that we've seen? Worse? The same? What do you guys thought?
So before I know, because you better go off.
Yeah, Bridget has some thoughts.
So like they kept it simple with their home kit, the green
kit?
jersey, but the talk of the town is their away kits.
The peacock.
Yeah, so like they first had the off white with the burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now they have like the off white with like the not neon but like light
It's like
green.
a peacock. It's like a peacock design.
Mexico killing it, yo.
Yeah, we out here.
They out here and they've had a lot of flack because of the previous jerseys, but like I don't think they've missed yet.
Yeah, I would literally
Agree.
agree 100%.
Do you guys like the new crest?
The only thing is that I will say, I agree. Kits are fire, both of them. Like, I haven't even bought one of them because I can't decide which one I want. And then paying for two is just too much. Yes.
Just send her a jersey, y'all.
Yeah, Mexico, come on, put me on.
You
But
gotta get Brian, Amor Prohibido.
I
He's
know.
got to send us some of the stuff that he did. Yeah.
You got a sick jersey.
yeah. So I think that they're great. They're sick. Very tied to the culture. Very tied to the team and like the representation behind Mexico. I will say that the burgundy one, the peacock looking one, like I like it. It's just very different. It's very different, and I think that one of the things is that as someone who's like of Mexican heritage and like the Mexican culture, like it's not the bright red, it's not the red, it's a burgundy.
It's a different red.
So you
It's a
have to
different
kind of like swallow that pill a little bit of like, is this really us?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people had trouble with that when it
Yes.
first came out because especially of how good the last
first,
kits
yeah.
were.
Especially the Aztec red.
Exactly.
You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like the red
so,
burgundy.
So that initial Aztec design that they came out with in
Felt
2022
very
felt
relatable.
real. And then this one, it took a little bit of time for
Yeah.
people. And when it first came out, I think there was a lot of backlash to it. But as time went on, and as the
People
design
became more
maybe like kind
accepting.
of like warmed
kinda,
itself
like, sit
up to
with
people,
it.
like I think it's aged well. It's
Yeah.
aged well. I mean,
Yeah.
Put it
in
on.
the 6 months since it's come
Yeah,
out.
you'll find a Mexican fan wearing their light jeans with their Mexican jersey with their Air Force One, white Air Force Ones.
Hey, man, he's just straight up being like,
For real.
like,
Wait, am I lying?
you're generalizing here.
I don't
Am
think they
though?
have Air Force Ones. But
white Air Force Ones, yeah, but like they doing no. I'm saying like out here, like that's what I like to see them wear.
Yeah.
But like the jersey, like the reason like it's aged well because like once you put it on, you're like ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna say no to it.
yeah, but
like,
like
I'm
it's,
not.
it's a nice jersey, like.
But it
they,
is nice.
They
yeah.
did right. They did right. They kept it.
It's
they,
different.
They kept it traditional with the home kit. They've been trying different things with the away jersey, and they've been hitting. They don't miss.
Right.
They
And I
don't
also think
miss.
some
Mexicans
of
don't miss.
that ire towards the kit might have been misdirected ire towards like the actual roster of
Yeah.
Mexico
Ah.
and the
The
stuff that's been
rosters.
going on.
Hey man.
The Mexican national
hey
team.
man.
Let's
Hey brother.
but no, I mean let's we can talk about it a
Okay,
little
let's
bit
go into it then.
because I think
First of all, Memo Ochoa was like freaking 37 years old. Like,
Sure.
bro. Like, all right. So when it comes to Central American countries like El Salvador, Costa Rica went through it a little bit. Like, they overuse a generation. Don't get me wrong, great generation, Mexican generation, but you have all these talented young players that are fighting for a chance. Give them that chance. Linus, homeboy from Tigres, what's his name? Flores.
Oh.
Yeah, like they have a great young talented players that are fighting for the chance. Give it to them. These guys, they can contribute, but how much can they contribute? Cool. After the World Cup, they're gonna be gone, never seen again. Even if you bring somebody less skilled than them, but almost as them, if they're younger, guess like the experience for the next World Cup is gonna work wonders for them. Especially trying to get to that fifth game. It's all like Mexicans talk about that fifth game. So like, give the experience to the young cats to see what it is and move forward. What I said, what happened to the U.S. not making it to the World Cup, best thing that happened in life because they said, boom, let's revamp. Now that Mexico has fallen off because of the U.S., honestly, the U.S. has been better than in the last few years. Yeah. Now I feel like what they did right now is a statement saying, all right, we're ready to forget about the generation and move forward so we can get better as a nation in the soccer space.
Yeah. I think that it's time. I think it's time for the young players of Mexico to show up and experience what it's like to represent their nation, but also to represent the nation as a team. Like, it's one thing to be playing wherever you're playing, but it's like, who are you? What are you when you come together and you're fighting for something that means something to you, but also everyone that's backing you up. And it's hard, and I think that it's literally what happened with the U.S. Like, we saw the changes that the U.S. made. They brought in the young players. People were like worried, and people were talking whatever they were saying. But we have to remember, like, we're setting these teams up for the World Cup in 2026. The Copa America is big too, but it's like, give them that opportunity to show up to this and get some experience, right. See what they have, see what it takes to come together and try to fight for something that they want. And so that when the time comes for the World Cup, not only are they ready, not only are they like a little bit older, but they know what to expect when it comes to them being a team representing their nation.
Yeah, I think the last thing you want, especially when you're hosting the World Cup, is a green, unexperienced
Imagine you're opening up in Estadio Azteca,
right, exactly.
The first game, which I'm going to be at, and I'm manifesting it right now. I'm going to be in there. Yeah. We're going to be in there. Like, you have to be ready for that. Yeah. And like, you can't be, like Julio said, you can't be putting that pressure or that expectation on the people that have done it for so long. Like, as much as we love our veterans, it's time to go. Like, let's cut it out.
Go play with San Diego, Chucky, and
Ochoa. Like, pull up to our Sunday leagues at that point.
No, but the thing is, like, these kids are like 22 to 24ish.
Right.
2 years once the World Cup is, they're gonna be 25, 26, 27. Like, especially, and then like, if they get the experience, like if they get another, like when Chile got them, gave them 7-0, like if they get another experience, as a country, it's gonna suck because the Mexican media is tough.
Right.
But like, some of these kids are like, basically when you throw the kid in the pool that can't swim, you're either gonna drown or swim.
Sink or swim.
Yeah, sink or swim. Yeah, that's how I learned how to swim.
Same.
Yeah, so like honestly, like, you gotta stop babying these kids. European teams, our starting kids are at 21, 22 stars. So like, give them that chance to prove themselves. Like, you put all these hype around them, but don't give them the chance.
Yeah, and they've done their thing in the teams that they play for, right? Like, we've seen what they can do outside of the international teams. Yeah. Exactly. So it's like, and I have seen like a few like veteran Mexican national players that have said, like, it's time, like, this is meant to happen now, and like we're okay with it, and it's only right. Like, they haven't been criticizing in any like negative way. If anything, they're saying like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, they should be called up. The younger players should be called up because they have to show up and represent the country for the future. So why not start now?
Yeah, and I think a good example is Olivier Giroud, who just announced that he's going to be retiring from the France national team after the Euros. And he basically said, I might have more in the tank, but I got to make way for these younger players to come in and do their thing and make their own legacy. Because he's like, like Memo Ochoa, like, that guy's legacy is, there's nothing more you can write.
Mm-hmm. Best Mexican goalkeeper ever.
He's written his legacy. Yeah. That is set in stone. There's nothing he can do to improve or ruin that.
Right.
I mean, maybe if he leads a team to a World Cup, but that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like his legacy is set. Like, no matter what he does now, everything is gravy. So it might be time to kind of push forward into that new generation.
And I'm happy about that choice because when Memo Ochoa was a young goalkeeper, the Mexican national team took El Pony Ruiz, I believe, to the World Cup to start over Memo Ochoa. I'm like, no, like, give the young cats a chance. So El Pony was already like on his late 30s. So like it's time. Like, you got to give the young cats a chance.
You got to put them out there.
And then Carlos Vela has said it for years. He's like, why am I gonna take a spot over these young, talented guys like in Mexico? Like,
that's his excuse. He wants to play 2K.
Like stop bugging me. Like, literally, you have Mexico has a lot of great young talent. Like, I went to a World Cup. What more can I bring to that team that none of these young players can bring? So
and Malagon, who's like most likely going to be the next starting goalie for the Mexican national team, he's doing a good job. Like where he plays for America.
There you go.
Just to put it out there, he plays for America. Like I think
lifelong fan over
here. Hey, let's not say. But like I think that they have to give him the opportunity. Yeah. Like you won't know what you have coming in the future if you're not put in the position to like represent.
Right.
So
yeah, for sure. Okay, before we wrap things up, I want to get your guys' best kit for either Euros or Copa America and your worst kit for Euros or Copa America. I know I'm putting you guys on the spot, but I mean, like, this is what we do this for. So Julio, if you want to start.
Yeah.
Give me your favorite.
Euros, like, all right.
Either or. You don't
No. Okay. I can go both. I've been going on and off with if you guys know me, purple is my favorite color. Just once I heard the fun fact that purple was the color of royalty back in the days, because it was so hard to make. So like that England combination, it's just not the jersey, but the combination like is what I enjoy. But I gotta give it to Portugal. That
Azulejo, yeah.
Azulejo, and I'm gonna go for Copa America. I'm gonna go with Costa Rica.
Favorite?
Yeah, the red is pretty fire. Bolivia close second, but yeah, gotta keep it Central American. I was gonna go with Panama, but like it's hard. It could be. You can ask me tomorrow and I'll go Panama.
Right. Yeah.
So like but
is there a certain bad design that sticks out to you?
The CR is what made my decision for me. I just like how it's simple, but it shows like it makes an impact.
Yeah, gotcha.
I think. I think for me, for the Copa America, the Bolivia, the marathon, like for me, that just kind of stood out. It was pretty hard. I feel like I will never say no. And like, I'll always be a big fan of like the traditional and the cultural. So for me, that one was definitely up there. Also Jamaica. Did you guys see the?
Yeah. They leaked the away kit. The home kit hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, but the away kit with the hummingbird. Yeah. Oh my God. I thought that was so hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
I have,
because compared to the last the Wales Bonner design kits from the last one, I thought were incredible. I don't think this Jamaica away kit is bad.
And I'm a real bad man.
I'm gonna go full Chet Hanks mode in here, but I do think it's a step back from the last one. I think the last one was fantastic. This one is just good.
I'm gonna say my opinion until I see it live. Like some jerseys, you gotta see them.
Well, we saw a little sneak of it, and I was just like, you know what? I kind of like I mess with that. Like that's pretty hard.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
I can't really say anything bad. I think anyone that like, I think I told you guys earlier. Like I think Costa Rica's and Panama was a little too similar, and for me, just like switch it up a little bit. Like make it feel a little bit different.
It's two different brands though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a bad one that you think that needs to be like redone, or you think that could use some revamping?
I can't say anyone that's like bad, to be honest. I'm being nice.
Yeah, you're being nice. Okay, yeah. I like that. Okay, so for me, in terms of the good, France to me is undefeated. I don't know. I can't think of the last France jersey, men's or women's, that I've seen that I was like, yo, this is kind of whack. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like we talked about this with the Shirtless Plantain crew. Nike like picks and chooses who they work with. Like the Nigeria stuff is almost 100% hit rate. And then France is almost 100% hit rate. Netherlands, I think, is up there too. And then it's like, why can't you do that with all the teams? I understand it's not it's not like realistic, but I think what Nike's done with France has been amazing. That's probably my favorite out of the. I mean, Portugal's the away kit is probably a close second. If we go to Copa America, I love Panama. I love the Panama jerseys. I think Reebok, I think the neckline. The neckline
like
really
makes
it so clean.
That really hits it for me. I think that one's really good. And then I mean, the most disappointing one to me has to be the U.S. because I am like a fool. I'm like in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting for them to do well. I'm waiting for them to do right by me.
And then they do the bare minimum.
And then they do and it's like, it's just like,
And Nike just got Germany, so we're not gonna get a fire U.S. jersey for a while.
Yeah.
But a shout out for me was Chiles. I like their bold crest. the big bold Adidas sign to the left. I'm talking about the white jersey, the baby blue.
okay.
Yeah, so like Chiles is pretty fire. But I'm with you with the U.S. Like, I am getting my ass beat because of you guys. Like, and like it's my fault. It's my fault.
I keep believing you.
Yeah. What can I do to make them better? Like, I
Yeah.
can save them. I can save them.
No,
you know?
like,
You put all your trust on them, and
Yeah,
they
and
still
you
fail
can't
you,
save
and
them.
you
And then I
still
look-
there.
And
Like,
then I look at the Waldo, the stars and stripes, the blue with the white going across. I'm like, no.
They have good in them.
They
They
there's
have
good
good
something
in
there,
them. you
like
know?
Yeah. Oh.
it's like all the
man.
red flags, and you see like a little patch of green, and you're like, it's there. I know it's there.
I can
From the
they have
crest,
it in
switch
them.
up the crest like 4 times. I'm like,
I can change
no,
them.
No. It's a phase. No, it's been a long
just a
phase.
phase.
It's been a long phase. So,
I think it's just them. Period.
but I feel like they have to have something ready for the World Cup. So I'm gonna keep getting abused a little bit more by the U.S.
Right. Yeah. If 2026, if we flop in 2026, I'm done. I'm
Oh
done.
no!
over.
Yeah.
I don't care how we do as a team. I just want to know how we do as a jersey.
as a
Like,
jersey,
Right.
we got to show out.
figure it out.
We gotta at
man.
least look good.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you guys want to add before we wrap things up?
Nah,
No.
U.S. get it together.
Yeah.
Nike, no, it's not even the U.S. fault. Nike representatives that do the jerseys for the U.S., y'all get it together. Give us some more ideas. Talk to us. Let's get a panel interview with this.
Maybe bring us on as a consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
We're open to
Tie-dye.
that.
Let us
Yeah.
So
help on the
2021.
behind the scenes.
Got out of here.
Yeah. All right. This has been another episode of the Urban Pitch Podcast, Beautiful Game of Life. We're so glad that you guys have tuned in and continue to watch. Please keep it tapped in. Please like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. Comment, throw in some, roast us, do whatever you guys need to do to make yourselves feel better. But we got more stuff coming up in the pipeline, so keep it tapped in. For Monte Rosa Bridge of Force, I'm Ramsey Abushala. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Pura vida.